How freaking hard is to acknowledge Nami's role in the goddamn story as part of the Straw Hats, as the heroine, as the person who literally navigates the crew to their destination. Why is it so freaking hard to acknowledge this? Why is it so freaking hard for people online in the One Piece community to not have bad take after bad take about Nami, all because they despise her, they hate her, they think that she's just fan service for them to jerk it off to? Why is it that it's very hard to just simply say, you know what, Nami has a great role as a navigator who helps them get from island to island, and she'll play an important role to navigate through the dangerous sea in the New World to get to Laugh-Tale after Robin reads the poneglyphs and tells her where the location of Laugh-Tale is? Why is it that difficult? Why is it that you think that makes her unnecessary? Why do you think that people who are Nami fans have to defend her against people who, I know why they don't like Nami? They have to defend people against those who are so insecure about their favorite character. They're afraid of their favorite character losing some sort of weird spot that they think they are in, deserve, or in a spot that's way higher than they think they should be in, right? It's very, very difficult as a Nami fan to constantly defend her when there are people who put her as irrelevant. She is the heroine of the series. She is the navigator, one of the most important members of any crew, no matter what crew you have. Yes, I understand. There are many instances where we don't actually see a navigator on other people's ships, like Shanks, Rogers, Whitebeards. We don't see navigators there. So why should they believe that navigator is important? Why? Because who cares about them? The point is that navigating is very important in One Piece, and Nami's role as a navigator is not irrelevant. It is important. There's a reason why only one person has ever made it to Laugh-Tale. And no, it's not just because they found the poneglyphs. I guarantee you, part of the reason why they cannot get into Laugh-Tale is because the seas are so treacherous that they need an experienced navigator to go through it. More than likely, Roger had that navigator who was able to do that. The other crews never did, and that's why they were the ones who were not able to get to Laugh-Tale. Even if they got all the poneglyphs, what makes you think going to Laugh-Tale will be like easy peasy lemon squeezy? I know I'm fucking damn old. Don't worry about that. But why do you think it's going to be so freaking easy to just get to Laugh-Tale if only one person has ever done it before? Why? What, you just find the poneglyphs and you just hit sail straight there? No! I guarantee you that the seas around Laugh-Tale are very dangerous, are very treacherous, and many crews probably wound up somewhere nearby it, or probably did find the poneglyphs but never lived to tell the tale because they were not able to navigate the dangerous sea that's going to be, blocking their paths to that island. Nami's role is going to be very important. Robin can't navigate. She could tell you where, Laugh-Tale is, but they need a navigator to get there. Nami's role is not small, it is relevant. It's not irrelevant, it's relevant. The crew would have died a long time ago without Nami. The idea that some people think that someone else could replace Nami as a navigator are so rooted in the deep hate they have for her that they don't understand how important her role is. And she is far beyond any other navigator in the sea. Luffy does not want any other navigator than Nami. He refuses to accept any other navigator except for Nami. Shiki wanted to capture her because she was able to determine a cyclone out of nowhere that saved their lives. Yet people still refuse to see that. She has a very, very natural, or not natural, but she has a very strong talent to depict when storms are going to appear out of nowhere. The idea that you think a normal navigator or any other navigator could do that is just, it's such a bad take. Yes, I understand. We have not seen any other navigator at all, except for Lafitte on the Blackbeard's crew, that really showcase anything navigation-wise. I understand that. I fully understand that. But the point is that, once again, the Straw Hats need Nami, because no one else will be able to do it. Jinbei could possibly, sell them, to whatever island they need to. But can he predict weather patterns? Can he predict when a cyclone suddenly appears? No. Nami can do it, though. She did it even while she was freaking sick. She can do it. The fact that people think that she is not that important baffles me. It makes me angry, because you're discrediting Nami's role in the story. And the reason why, like I mentioned before, is because you're insecure. You don't want Nami to be important in the story. You don't want her to be important in the story at all. You don't want her to supposedly rise in rank. You don't want her to be more important than your favorite character. Why do you care so much? Like, why? I'm going to tell you this right now. Nami's role is going to be the same no matter what you think. She's not going to be the best fighter. Your favorite character will probably be a better fighter than her. Even though she does have much stronger capabilities now that she has Zeus, which, by the way, is part of her arsenal. Do not stop me with that. She will still be a navigator and someone who uses their wits more than brawn and strength. She can handle herself on her own with her abilities. That does not mean she'll be stronger than your favorite character. You want, for example, let's say Sanji, to have a more important role in the story. What can you do? What can you give him? He's already one of the wings of the Pirate King. Why do you want more for him? Why do you want, Nami, or why do you think Nami will surpass Sanji in that regard? She will never surpass Sanji in that regard. She won't be one of the wings of the Pirate King, because she's not going to be that. You're insecure because you're afraid that Nami will rise above your favorite character like Sanji. Or Robin, for example. Why are you hating on Nami if you're a Robin fan? There's no reason to. The only reason why you would hate her is because you're jealous of her screen time. You're jealous of her importance in, the story. But you don't have to be. They are both working together to get Luffy to Laugh Tale. They combined together are going to get to Laugh Tale. There's no reason for you to feel insecure. No reason. Robin will probably be a much better and stronger fighter than Nami will. Right? I guarantee you should not be worried about that, because both of those characters, both female characters, are going to be strong, and they will do what they need to do. Nothing will change that. Nothing should make you insecure about that. Look, I get it. People want their favorite character. They want to prop up their favorite characters. But that does not mean you have to slander that another character to do so. If you really loved your character, you would not slander them at all. There's no need to. If you think your characters are freaking amazing, why are you slandering another character for? Tell us why that character is amazing. Give us examples of why that character is amazing. You don't have to slander another character. Whenever I talk about characters, I never pit them against another character. Why? Because I don't need to. I know, as a Nami fan, I know how important her role is. I know. I'm not afraid to say, yeah, but I wish Nami wasn't, that scared, right? Yes, she has a moment when she's scared, and sometimes, finds certain situations surprising when she shouldn't be, because like in WCI when she saw talking trees and stuff like that, when literally there's Chopper here talking and stuff like that, right? A reindeer. That's part of her character that I wish she could improve on and do better, which she has shown, especially in Wano, right? But that does not mean I will go and say that she's braver than Usopp, because let's face it, they're both on equal lengths, both types of, scaredy cats. They're in some form or way they're scaredy cats, but they both showcase bravery when they need to. See, it wasn't that hard. I admitted that Usopp is brave. I posted similarities. I think that Usopp tends to be a little bit more braver than Nami in certain situations, but I'm not slandering Usopp as a character. I'm not. I just, it's that simple. You do not need to worry about Nami. Don't try to prop up your character and then slander Nami. Understand that you can appreciate both characters and appreciate their roles. You just don't want that character to be essentially, insignificant to another because you're afraid. You're afraid, right? It's the whole same thing with Zoro as the first mate, and the whole discussion about whether or not Nami really is, the vice captain as well, because whenever, when they're out in seas, people listen to her, so she's taken kind of like a vice captain, while Zoro fans don't like that idea. They can be both. There's, like Oda says, there's no, there's no one that really claims that role, right? I do believe that Zoro's the vice captain, in my personal opinion. I do believe that. But Nami showcases that she can be too. Hell, even Sanji sometimes does it. Right? You see, you can acknowledge that they can play both good roles. They could play equal roles without feeling the need to slander other characters. It's not that difficult. You want engagement, you want hate for some strange reason. And hate for Nami is so wild. Like, you hate her for many reasons. I could probably count so many goddamn reasons why someone who hates on Nami hates her. I could count so many goddamn reasons. But the one thing you need to understand is that Nami has a role. Her role is important, whether you like it or not. Her role is important as a navigator. Luffy has constantly told in the story, screamed out for Nami whenever, he was stuck in a situation where there was no navigator like Nami, and, he was panicking, he was calling out for her help. Even when he thought about sailing alone, he'd be like, you know what, maybe not, because I would get lost, and, without Nami, I wouldn't be able to know where the hell I'm going. That's why she's important, because Luffy needs her. Needs her to get him to the places he needs to go. And it's baffling to me that so many people just want to disregard her talent, her navigational skills, all just because they think she can be replaced by some, other navigator, which, by the way, we don't really, know about. We don't know any other navigator. So why do you think she can be replaced? Stop it. Just stop. It doesn't make any sense. Next time, if someone says that Nami is irrelevant and, says that some other character is more important, just understand this. That character could very well be dead without her. They probably would have been sucked up by that cyclone as they were going to Alabasta. They could have possibly been stuck in the New World somewhere and probably would have died then. The point is that Nami's importance should not be devalued just because you don't like her. Just because you don't see just how good and how important her role is. It should not be devalued. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry, I saw a post about it. I wanted to, make a video about it. I hate it when that happens. When, people, make Nami irrelevant just because they want to prop up their favorite character. You don't need to do that. Just don't slander. If you think Sanji, Zoro, Robin, Frankie, whatever is better, then, say they are better. Give us reasons. But don't do it while slandering another character. Just don't do that. That's all I ask. If you just do that simple thing, I'll be fine. I'll be fine if you disagree with me. I'll be fine. Just stop slandering her. Stop slandering other characters just to prove some fucking point. Some headcanon of yours. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if I got you angry or anything like that. I apologize for that. I just got really frustrated about a fucking Twitter post. I don't know why I get frustrated by those. But I do. But just know that Nami is relevant. Anyone who says otherwise does not know the story that they are reading. I'm just saying. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.